zone in Northland, the East Coast and Central North Island.
Question number 7, Ururoa Flavell.
Tēnā koe, Mr. Speaker. Kia ora tātou katoa. My question is to the Minister for State-Owned Enterprises. Has he seen the advice from Tower Investments Chief Executive Sam Stubbs that a delay in a float of Mighty River power until early next year could increase demands for the shares? If so, what harm would be done by delaying the sales while the treaty partners negotiate a solution to recognise Māori rights and interests in water?
The Honourable Tony Ryle.
Mr. Speaker, yes, I have seen those comments, and there are 3 implications from delaying a sale that I'd respond to the member. The first is we have only so many market windows to float these companies each year, and it has been the government's preferred option to have the first float in the second window of 2012. Secondly, we could very well end up having to borrow more. And thirdly, the Crown will have to incur substantial expenditure a second time in the event the sale is delayed and some of the complex work has to be repeated.
Ururoa Flavell.
The Minister, what advice has he received regarding the Waitangi Tribunal's view that if the Crown proceeds with its share sale without first preserving its ability to recognise Māori rights, then the Crown will be in breach of the treaty, and how will this impact on the share sales process?
The Honourable Tony Ryle.
The government has received the 300-page report from the tribunal, and we are receiving a large amount of advice on the tribunal's views, and those views are going to be considered by the government.
Ururoa Flavell.
What advice has he received about the concept of shares plus the additional rights sought in electricity generating companies?
The Honourable Tony Ryle.
The Waitangi Tribunal has set out its views on the possibility of a shares plus arrangement. The government is getting advice from both its legal and commercial advisors on that proposal, but as I said, we are taking an open mind as we consider the report of the Waitangi Tribunal.
Question number 8, Barbara Stewart.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Health and asks, what reports of